Well, this week Kevin Abbott is looking for a new set of wheels. Kevin is 31, lives in Basingstoke and is an analyst programmer. At the moment, Kevin drives a Rover 216 GTI, but he's been saving the pennies and he's looking for a dream car. Now, Kevin's budget will stretch to around £25,000 for the right car.
Hi Kevin, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us today on Used Car Heaven. So you've got your Rover at the moment, you want to get out of that.
Yeah, get away from that old man Rover image.
You've been saving hard to come up with the right sort of money to buy a really nice car.
Yep, that's right.
What about badge? Is that important to you?
Not too important,
no.
But it's the sound of the engine and the way the car drives which is important to me, to be honest.
Well, car number one that we've lined up is this. It's the Honda S2000, Honda's attempt to take on the Porsche Boxster effectively, and I think they've done a cracking job with it.
Yeah, it's a lovely looking car.
It is.
Fantastic.
I think it looks great in red. It looks nice,
really
aggressive
well
front,
sorted,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
2-litre engine, 240 brake horsepower, need to rev it hard as you'll find, but once you do, it really moves.
Yeah. It looks lovely. I can't wait to try this one out.
I mean, you're looking about 25 grand for a brand new one, but used ones, V-Reg onwards, certainly under the £20,000 mark. So, I mean, that would kind of fit in with your budget, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's just about right, yeah.
Porsche Boxster is number two.
Very nice.
This is the Boxster S. This is probably out of your reach, I suspect. I mean, you need to pay over 30 grand to get an S and get the extra performance, but a 2.5, an early P or an R-Reg would certainly be in the early 20s, and that would sort of fit in with your price range, wouldn't it?
I'd certainly consider one of these. They're very nice. Yeah.
Flat six engine, looks the part. It's got
it
the
does
right badge. I know you're not worried about the badge.
Yeah, but always nice to know you've got a Porsche. Yeah.
A convertible? Are you after a convertible?
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's a bonus. I would like a convertible, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Car number three is the Jaguar XK8. Now again, they've been around for a few years now. They're maybe getting a little bit long in the tooth, some would say.
Okay.
What about the looks of it? What about the image of the Jag?
It's a fantastic looking car, but I just feel like I couldn't give up the driving gloves and cap if I was to own one of these, to be honest.
Forget about that with the XK8. Don't worry about that. I mean, I like these cars. 4-litre V8 engine, I mean, wonderful, silky smooth. But sporty as well, as I think you'll find.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this is going to be sporty, entertaining car that I'm looking for, but you know.
Cost a fortune new, but now, again, down into the early 20s.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It looks like a lot of car for your money.
A lot of car for the money. Most important thing is how it drives. So jump in, we'll take it out for a spin, the Jaguar XK8. Well, Kevin, car number one is this, the Jaguar XK8. You've already said that it's not quite the car you were looking for originally, but is this more of a grand tourer than an out-and-out sports car?
It is, I'm afraid, yeah. It's a fantastic car. It's lovely to drive. It's very smooth. Still a bit too much of an executive car for what I'm looking for, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's still not quite getting away from that old man image, I don't think.
I know what you mean. I mean, the great thing about buying a car like this is when you consider what value for money it is now. I mean, when it was new, it was over £50,000, somewhere about 55 grand for a car like this, standard 4-litre engine. But now an R-Reg car like this, 25 grand, and if you go for an early one, that would certainly be in the early 20s.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You do get a lot of money for your car. I mean, the inside, the luxurious leather interior, this is really nice inside. I do.
Do you?
Yeah, an awful lot actually. This is very nice.
Do you think you would ever consider the XK8 convertible?
A convertible, yeah, that might sway me actually. Yeah, I would like a soft top if I could.
I mean, the convertible in this looks very nice.
Yeah, that's right. The looks of I mean, it's a good-looking car anyway, and the convertible is very nice. I could be persuaded.
You could be persuaded. The other option in the XK range is to go for the XKR, which is the supercharged version of this. 4-litre engine again, but 370 brake horsepower. Believe me, that is one stonking car.
That sounds very powerful.
It's seriously quick.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds, so it's quicker than both the Boxster and the Honda.
Yeah. That's definitely worth a look.
You're paying more. You need about 30 grand to get yourself into a nice XK.
I think you're paying for the power plus the prestige and the comfort of the ride.
Well, for more information about the Jaguar XK8, here's Chris.
The Jaguar XK8. Now, in the 1960s, Jaguar advertised their cars with space, pace and grace. This is a 4-litre, 290 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Need I say any more? Well, it would actually go faster if it hadn't been electronically limited. This car will whisper, I mean whisper, through the towns, but on the motorways it will roar, and the drive is really well balanced, so feel free to fling it about a bit. So that's pace. What about space and grace? This car is special. No, that doesn't even come close. This car is incredibly special. It's got cruise control, electrical adjustable leather seats, and airbags that feature dual inflation. That means they inflate according to the severity of the impact. Now, if you're in the back, there ain't a lot of space, but to be honest, don't worry. You're in the back of an XK8. This is a P registration. It would normally cost you £48,700 new. But used, it's got 34,000 miles on the clock, it'll cost you just over £28,000.